Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 5, Episode 5. If you were new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and also do reactions. If you're returning, one of my peoples, welcome back. So, we got two comments from last week's video. First one is from Queen Scarlet Pimp Sun Kids, 5537. Now, did you change your name again? The Queen Scarlet's Pimp Son Kid sound familiar, but the end of it don't. And I know my mind ain't playing tricks on me. But anyway, hey boo. Flo was going to that spiritual worker thinking the work was going to specifically bind her and Marlon together. Which I don't know why she wanted to be binded to him. But anyway, not realizing these guys are trying to save her and open her minds. Girl, you said it. I don't know why I think Gaio think God's supposed to be blessing her after all she done participating in betraying vows of God. I know. But anyway, her thinking, not mine. On top of the fact, it's your sister's husband. Like, yes. Flo shouldn't be ashamed of nothing, but clearly that family is toxic as hell, and then guilt tripped her for life. Guilt tripped her to live guilt tripped her to life for every little thing. Shaking my head. I'm like, yeah, like, guy, you had your nerve go out and audacity to be bad. Like, you, all these things going bad in my life. Like, from the sound of it, your son was already out here committing crimes, so they ain't had nothing to do with her. And restaurant and all that stuff catching on fire. Maybe that's just karma, or maybe that's just bad management. I don't know. But the fact that the mama wanted Florence to stay with Marlon when she knew that he was out here cheating, out here making babies elsewhere and cheating with her sister, it's like, oh, you should stay with him. Like, no, we not doing that no more. Because now, like, I kind of sort of understand, like, back in the day, Florence's grandma, she couldn't leave because, like, back then, she couldn't get her own bank account. She couldn't work like that for real. And she had kids to take care of. Florence's mama probably the same way. I can't leave my husband because I ain't got no job and I got these kids and he's providing for everything. If you can hear my husband in the background, I do apologize. He is in there watching TV and I can hear him loud, but I don't know if y'all can, but if you can, I apologize. But Florence ain't got to do that now. Florence can get her own bank account, she can get her own house, she can do what she need to do and still take care of her kids. She don't have to rely on her husband no more. And I am glad that she's getting out of that toxic relationship, whether her family likes it or not. But thanks, Boo, for commenting. Ooh, we got another one from... Now, I'm a spell out your name because I don't know if... I don't want to be pronouncing it wrong. It's MAGDASANON 5469. Hey, Boo. Trina called her a cat-eating Haitian, therefore cancel her. I didn't catch that part. Like, when did she say that? I'm assuming it was when, Florence and Marlon was, like, got their little shenanigans and melees going on. I'm gonna have to go back and, like, watch that. And, like, really, girl? What? You said that? But for why? Why are you upset? And calling people those type of names. Trina, we not doing that. You already on her acting ugly towards Doggone. What's her name? Zoe Briggs. And now you saying stuff like that. We don't like that. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into this review. We starting off with Shay Mama, and Shay Dog, and Fable, whatever his name is. It was like, I had my closed caption on. And at some time it said it was Fable, then it said Fable. So I don't know, so I'm going to call him Fable, until I can get some more clarification on things. Now, y'all know, on and off again boyfriend, Fable. He here from Milwaukee since the baby been born. Not sure how long, or don't remember how long after the baby was born that he decided, he wanted to be a family, but he here now. But he don't like Shay Dog. He put it off as, we got a newborn baby, he don't want the dog around the baby, this, that, the third. There's plenty of people who have a newborn baby and already had a dog, and the dog is very protective of the baby. Don't be messing with the baby. But there's sometimes some dogs be like, yeah, you can't have that baby around that dog around that baby, all those type of things. I just think he just don't want the dog there. So she been having it over at Mama's house. Mama tired of the dog, cause dog scratching up her couch, messing up her good furniture, Dog doing everything under the sun. And you said a year, it has been a year, come get your dog. But on top of that, she not here for Fabo. She don't see it for him. I don't see it for him. And just like Amara is blind to her relationship with Safari, Shay is blind to her relationship with Fabo. She don't see it. She does not see it at all. Like, all the flags is red. But for some reason, to Shay, that's maroon. That's not red. That's more of a orange red. It got a little bit of red in it, but it's not all the way. Like, he's showing all the flags. You know, dark red, light red, medium red. He got all the flags. But she is just going to be like, nope, I don't see these. Like, she can clock what's going on in everybody else's relationship but her own. Ain't that something how it goes? You can see the flaws in everybody else's relationship, but you can't see what's at your front door. Shame. Now, even though Trick thinks Bobby was being messy from bringing up that whole situation about Joy and Marlon dating, that did not stop him from taking said information and going to Ray J so they could have them, a little powwow about how Marlon and broke code. I was like, that's interesting, because had not Bobby went over to tell you, because he loved his cousin and he see his cousin doing stupid things like getting with a known cheater like Marlon, he gonna come to you. May have been a little bit messy, but he was doing his job. And also looking out for his cousin because she was out here being stupid. Sure, you said all up, down, left, right, he being messy. But I'm going to take that information that I said Bobby was being messy about, and I'm going to go and bring this message to Ray. Now, truth be told, if Bobby hadn't brought up that information, Ray nor Trick would have had nothing to talk about this whole entire episode. So y'all should be thanking him. And then on top of that, Ray took this information. Well, hold on, okay. They said he breaking bro code and all that other stuff. It's funny how they talk about bro code and all these other things. And Trick talking about, I done brought Marlon into the fold. He's supposed to be a friend, all this, that, and the other, third. But in the exact next sentence, he talking about hooking up with Florence. Make it make sense. You're mad at Marlon for getting with your current wife, who you've been separated for the past 30, 40 years. You mad that Marlon is having some type of relationship with her, but you're going to say you want to hook up with Florence, his wife, who he's only been, I guess separated from for like maybe the past year or so. So you mad at him for doing something that you said you want to do yourself? Okay. But just like, to be clear, we wouldn't be here. Florence and Marlon would not have any type of relationship had not Trick been cheating on Joy in the first place. I just love how Ray and Trick are so like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he would do that. Two known cheaters who've been got caught. Oh, well, like, I guess Trick was doing his cheating elsewhere. I don't know. Ray, you've been cheating on to Princess since y'all been together. So the fact that you is all big in your chest mad, and then you take this information to Princess, and you feeling some type of way like, should no man be over here doggone giving Marlon should be giving Joy no flowers. That's rude and disrespectful. I remember that. Man, see, he taking on what him and Princess went through, and he's like, when him and Princess was broke up, Princess was like, I was trying to get over you, therefore I was going on dates. And yes, some of these dates, they gave me flowers. And like, Ray now all in his feelings, because like, he seemed more upset about this whole situation with Joy and Marlon, what that's doing to Trick. Then Trick seemed upset. Isn't that something? He all big in his chest, mad like, but y'all both cheaters. Are y'all mad that is it the bro code, or is it that he is a known cheater that y'all mad that he is trying to get with Joy? I want some clarification. Am I right? I know you may never see this video, but I just want you to know, I would think it would be the stupidest thing you could do. Well, one of the stupidest things you could do is miss out on some money because you want to have a relationship with Safari. I said it, and I'm not going to take it back. Cause she talking to her manager, agent, or somebody, and they're like, "Yeah, there's like some deals, like $500,000 on the table, but you know they ain't really trying to work with you because you older and your relationship with Safari." And for whatever reason, even though I am not in any type of industry where people is trying to pay me some money, I would love to. If you want to come over here and sponsor a video, by all means. Folgers, hey, hit your girl up. Apple, if you a company that I actually factually like, I would yes, I would like to work with you. But you know, I am not that person. Amara is, and for whatever reason, I understand that you know businesses, they brands they look at like your public image and is that gonna fit with their brand. And if you're out with people like Safari, that's not good for their brand. Therefore, they're going to skip out on you and go to somebody else. You got two beautiful little girls and a mama that you need to be thinking about. Your mama, she up in age, and you could be taking care of her. You got these two little girls who are freshly 1 year old that you need to be thinking about. Do you really want to miss out on money like that for real, for your relationship with Safari? And she over talking about, oh, he has changed. Like, how? He's changed zip codes. He's changed relationships. But deep down, he is still the same Safari that he has always been. So are you willing to lose out on money on somebody who is a known cheater without missing the birth of their child because they was out partying? He had no thought to his wife who was giving birth or close to giving birth. Like most people, hey, wife, girlfriend, or somebody I got pregnant. There's dudes like that are still upstanding dudes. I'm going to stay close to home so when she go into labor, I can be there at the birth. Now, there are some times there, you got to go out of town. It's 2 months early. Your wife or girlfriend or whoever that went into labor early. That's a different thing. You was gone for most of the pregnancy. And while she was at a time where scary for her giving birth to y'all child, I believe that child was born early, you was out partying. You was online partying to hurt her. Is this the person you want to be with? Oh, he's changed. What, like in the past year and a half? When did he change? He seemed like he's still the same Safari. And I'm hoping it's not one of those situations with, well, as long as he being good to me and my kids, I don't care. No. If you're going to be with somebody who got kids, be with somebody who takes care of their kids. Making sure they're paying child support. Making sure I'm picking up my children, get them off of school bus, or I pick them up on school on Friday after school, and I drop them off at school on Monday morning. We rotate holidays, or hey, we get together and just have one big happy holiday together. So the kids ain't got to be shuffled from house to house. We're going to do Thanksgiving at your house this year. We're going to do Christmas at my house this year. Or we just going to rent a big old house and be together because they can afford it. I'm going on. That's the type of person you want to be with. And I'm not seeing that in Safari. Him giving you a few gifts, giving your little girls Rolex watches, that's good. Is he taking care of his kids? Because if he was doing all those things, the brands would not care about you in Safari's relationship. They're looking at him acting a complete and utter fool online, and you associating yourself with him. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. So Suki beefing with everybody. First it was Bobby, because Bobby's like, you trying to elevate your, who you are as an artist, and you don't want to be that old Suki again. But he liked the old Suki. Now we got my Harry Mama D edit. Now she ain't never met Mama D before, but Mama D went on an interview calling her black and fat, which Mama D get wrong for that. You don't know that, girl. Why are you talking about people? I guess Mama D's she's a public figure, and she out there, celebrity. That's not the word I'm under. Reality celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't get my words out. I tell you, I sound like the most intelligent encyclopedia reading person there is. But put that camera on and then make in front of me and words just don't make sense at all. But, even though Suki, she trying to elevate herself, them old Suki ways just want to come out. Which I ain't mad at you. I am a very, very nice person. But if you come at me the wrong way, then I'm not so nice no more. I want to get down and dirty. And I understand where she's coming from. Like, what, Mama D, why you got something against me? You don't know me. Wow. Like my mama always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Because there's some things that people could say about you, but we're going to get to that in a minute. I cackled at Ray and Trick, who are known cheaters, to go confront Marlon about what he got going on in his life. And like I said earlier, Ray seems more upset about the Joy Marlon situation than Trick is, which I don't understand it. He's talking about he should have had the decency to tell Trick. Well, you should have had the decency to not push Princess in the pool or cheat on her, which you say, strippers and prostitutes, that don't count. No, sir, that counts. He should have the decency. Y'all should both have the decency. Well, all three of y'all, Trick, Ray, and Marlon, y'all should all have the decency to not cheat on the women you said vows to. But you didn't, so we're not going to sit here and talk about decency. Marlon says that the flowers was because Joy was there for him when he was going through things with Florence. When he got all caught up cheating with, patrons from the restaurant, when he got caught cheating with Gael. He needed somebody who he could turn to, and Joy was that person. They had been working together and all these other things, and she was there for him. And I'm like, how is it that you was doing all this stuff and you needed somebody to be there for you? I was confused, and I'm like, is he serious? You was out here doing wrong, but you needed somebody there for you. His world was falling apart, and I'm like, sir, your world was falling apart because you was cheating with people who were ladies who come to the restaurant to get them some food. Your world was falling apart because you was cheating with your sister-in-law, and your wife said, I've had enough. But for whatever reason, you needed somebody there for you, and Joy was there for you, and I'm trying to figure out, Joy, why was you there for him? It was just weird. And then Trick, in his mind of thinking, even though he was a cheater, he's better than Marlon. I guess Trick, he wasn't cheating with, ladies who come to the restaurant. He wasn't cheating with Joy's sisters. He was cheating while he was on the road. He was cheating elsewhere where you didn't have to see that in your face. Like, he said he a cheater, he a hoe, but he ain't sleeping with your sister, so they both cheaters. But he is better, Trick is better in his eyes than Marlon because you was cheating with the sister. And the beautician didn't know that there was already a beautician, but hey. I had to rewind that a few times. He said he was sleeping with the sister and the beautician. Now, she wouldn't, well, maybe his guy is a beautician, but that's his sister and beautician. I don't know. I cackled at that. But then it was over. Because Marlon said, I only gave her flowers because she was there for me after all the dirt that I had done to my wife. And then it was settled. We rose again. I'm like, Trick, don't you? I thought you knew the game. Marlon is clearly wanting to get with Joy. And he's using, his culture this is the way we do things over here. You did not see that? Because I saw it. And I know I could not have been the only one that saw that he was playing all up in Trick's face. He was. I know y'all saw it too. Amara, hopefully down, that you can see that Safari is showing you exactly who he is. Because earlier you was talking about, I'm going to do me and I don't care what people say. Almost if, I will leave that money on the table to be with my man Safari. And he's telling you that he's going to continue to be the way that he has always been. You see now why, Shay was all up in your business telling you, girl, you acting stupid. And people on social media was telling you, girl, you acting stupid. Yeah. Because Safari, now on top of that, Safari was doing an interview somewhere talking about the one that got away. Yes. While you was over telling your agent manager how you gonna do you, or whoever you saw, was it your manager agent, or was it in your confessional? I'm gonna do me. Like, I'm tired of people telling me what to do. I don't care if I gotta leave this money on the table. Me and Safari, we is together. We together. While you was doing all that, he was doing an interview talking about the one that got away, and now you sitting there looking stupid because you done missed out on some good money. Yes. And he said he gonna continues to act the same way he's always been acting on social media. That is your cue to leave, and to leave now, because he clearly does not care that you could possibly be missing out on money. Remember earlier you said he has changed, and if he changed, he was going to not act a complete and utter fool on social media so that you could be out here making this money. But he is telling you, showing you who he is. And I'm hoping that you have taken the blinders off your eyes and see that he's showing showing you who he is, and you realize that, and you chuck him the deuce. Shay, Fable was not at the birth of your daughter. Why are you surprised that he is late for her first birthday party? I have questions. Your mama was there, your daddy was there, and I believe your family was there when your little girl was coming to this world. Fable was not there, but you surprised that he is over 2 hours late for this party. Okay. Suki and Mama D, they get into it. And Suki, she was making some points, and I was like, Suki, and I don't exactly agree on a lot of things that you do, but you were making some sense here. Because Mama D had so much to say about what you rapping and talking about, while she used to be a whole pimp out here. Suki makes money rapping and talking about sex. Mama D, at one point, she was in charge of, facilitating sex to other people. So why are you clowning Suki for doing some things that you was doing? And I'm going to believe it was around the age that Suki is right now. So why are we, shaded Suki and trying to down talk her about what she talks and raps about to make money, when you was out here, had a whole house with the girls that were, the ladies of the night and day. And then Suki said something. I was like, yes, yet again, Suki, I kind of agree with you. She told Mama D that the way you raised Scrappy is the reason he is a toxic individual to this day. And I was like, yeah. The only reason I agree with that, because Scrappy himself has said that the way he grew up, has affected the way he is now as a grown-up. And if your own son says that, you can't be mad that Suki is singing the same thing too. So yeah, how you talk about her, what she done to make money. And Suki's when the panorama happened, she ain't had no car, she ain't had no place to stay, she had kids to look after, so she did OnlyFans. Now, what she was doing on OnlyFans, that's her business, but, she was like, I had to take care of my kids, I had to do what I had to do. And Mama D, I'm pretty sure that's what you was telling yourself when you had your kids all up in one room, and there was a lady of the night sleeping over there, and all of them in the rest of the rooms of the house. You had to do what you had to do to take care of your kids. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing you said. So why are you clowning her now? Anyways, Fable showed up 2 hours late, getting on the mic to let Shay know he done bought her a new Tesla. Now, can somebody tell me what Fable does for a living to where he can afford a new Tesla? Because, Teslas, they expensive. And I be watching YouTube videos and people are talking about somebody done got a new Tesla, and you got to be on the wait list for a new Tesla. Yeah, and they expensive. So, what exactly does he do for a living? Then, Fable, Shay Mama, and is his name EJ or MJ? What is Shay's brother's name? The one that's always sporting that stymie from the Little Rascals hat? He still, got those on display to let you know you can go to whatever his name. What is his name? It's not MJ. Is it EJ? It's not EJ. Y'all, it is escaping me right now, and it's getting on my nerves. But yeah, they over here fighting over the dog because Mama's like, it's been a year, so y'all gonna have to come get that dog. He was basically like, he didn't basically, he said, F that dog. But my thing is, Shay, and I hope you're listening, that dog has been a more loyal companion to you in the past 3 years than seeing that Fable has been to you. But that's the way it's be appearing on, the screens. Because you yourself have said he has been an on and off again boyfriend for the past 10 years. And it's just as recently that he has, come back into the picture. He talking about he want his family. And he would rather get you pregnant again, even though you high risk, than make you his wife. And it seemed like I said, that dog seemed like a more loyal companion than he is. But, what do I know? So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free $99. Make sure your notifications are also on my beautiful Facebook of my video. You can click on it. You can like and share with your people. And you can come up and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. You tell your people to tell their people to come up and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.